You were able to coach a game in the PMAC again this weekend. Had you thought about that at all, or was there anything? Did you feel anything about that?
No, I was happy to be back. It was good to be back in familiar surroundings.
Do you think Trendon was pressing a little bit early in the game the other night?
Yeah, we actually talked about that yesterday. He's just got to calm down and be himself. I thought he was a little passive, a little bit just jittery. Just be yourself. You don't be anything. Don't be anything you're not. Don't be anything somebody else. Just be yourself. If he just lets his hair down and plays a little bit, he'll be fine. Just play off your instincts. Play fast. Play physical, and do what got you here. You don't have to change anything. And so I think sometimes it takes those younger guys a little bit of time to adjust, and I think he understands, and he'll be much better as we move on. But at the end of the day, let's keep it in perspective. He didn't play great. He still had 10 points and 7 rebounds. It's a pretty good day at the office for most players. But I think our expectations are higher. I know his expectations are higher, and he's gonna meet those as we continue to move through the season.
How did you feel about the motion of your offense and the ball movement with Skylar and Javante running the point for that?
It wasn't as good as it should have been. It wasn't as good as it could have been. I know we still scored almost 90 points, but we weren't nearly as good offensively. If we cut and move and screen like we did on Friday night, if we do that Wednesday, we're just going to get annihilated. So we've got to be crisper with our cuts. We've got to have better ball movement. We've got to have cleaner catches, cleaner passes. But we were way too stagnant for too long a period of time for my liking. So I thought Javante and Skylar played well. I'm not saying it was necessarily them. I think it was a combination of a lot of guys were standing and watching. We got a lot of ball watchers as opposed to ball chasers and guys who will move and cut. And so that's an area we've got to continue to get better in.
How close do you feel Marlon Taylor is to return to the court?
Well, we'll see. It's been up and down. We've got a meeting this afternoon about it, actually. So, he could, in theory, play Wednesday, or he could be out another 2 or 3 weeks. We got to kind of make a call here the next hour or two. So, stay tuned. I don't really know. He was going to play Friday. Tried to practice on Wednesday and Thursday and just couldn't move well enough to practice, and so. We're going to kind of reevaluate it today, this afternoon, kind of see where things are, and then we'll make a decision that's best for him after that.
Coach, knowing how many guys you lost, how big of a challenge do you think it is for you personally to try to stack anywhere near the season that you had last year this year? When you look at, really in a lot of ways, you have some guys back, but not a lot.
I don't look at it like that. I look at it from the perspective of, you got to play the cards you're dealt. So this is the team we've got, and we've got a good team. And so what can we do to maximize what we have with this team? We don't need to compare it. There's an old saying, comparison's the thief of joy. So we don't need to compare it to last year's team or certainly 2 years ago's team or 3 years ago's team. This is the team we've got this year, and it's my job as the coach, and it's our job as the coaching staff to maximize the guys we've got. And we've got plenty of talent. We've got plenty of good enough players to win a lot of games. Now, what's that going to look like at the end of the year? Is it going to look as good as last year? I don't know. It may not look as good. It may look better. I don't know how it's going to look. But it's our job to maximize the guys that we have. And we've got plenty good enough guys. If we put them in the right positions, if we coach them well and we stay healthy, to win a lot of games and be a very, very good team. So I look at more from the perspective of not worrying about what we don't have, but focus on what we do have. And what we do have is a really good group of guys, a hard-working, blue-collar group of guys that listens and can take things from the film room and get it on the court. And it's our job to put them in the right positions where we can try to maximize the talent that we have with this group.
Coach, the last time we heard you talk about the football team, it was the off season. Now you're kind of busy, but are you still going to make time to be a fan of this team? And what do you think of Saturday?
It's fun to watch. So it was awesome Saturday. That was awesome Saturday, and hopefully we can keep it going. Maybe a couple trips to Atlanta for you guys. One for sure. Hopefully another, right?
What'd you see from your 2-point defense, 10 of 40 for them inside the paint?
It was good. I mean, I thought we did a good job. We forced contested jump shots. We did a pretty good job shielding and squaring up around the rim. You know, the flip side of that is our three-point defense wasn't very good. And we gave up 25 points in the last 6 minutes of the game, which was horrendous. And so we've got to certainly get better there. We had a couple of the threes we gave up. We blew some switches. We made some fundamental mistakes. We took some bad shots. We gave up one on a blown switch. We gave up one when we were there and the guy didn't feel us. And we gave up 2 in transition D off our own bad shots. So that's 4 threes. You take those away, you had a pretty good night. And we gave up one with 15 seconds left where we just had very little effort. So you take those 5 away, you have a much better night defending the 3. But overall, I think our defense has been good enough. Our offense doesn't help our defense all the time, and so we've got to focus in on that and be better there.
Will, the fall signing period starts this week. Just kind of what are you expecting in terms of signing and
Good players.
If you could expand on that just a tad, that'd be great.
I mean, we're working. We'll sign multiple guys during the signing period here. So we may have a few more to add here down the stretch.